Hi, my name is Yuri. I am 23 years old and I live in a small town in Russia. The kind of place most people leave as soon as they can. But life doesn't always move in a straight line, and sometimes you return to the place you thought you had outgrown. Over the last few years, I lived in bigger cities: St. Petersburg, Perm, Batumi, Tbilisi. Each time I moved away, I did it for the same reason everyone else does: searching for opportunities, space to grow, a feeling that life is moving forward. But today I am back in my hometown, not because I chose it, not because it was part of some long-term plan, but because the digital system pushed me here in its own quiet way. The banks tell you to talk to the central bank. It becomes a loop with no exit, no answers. Some money gets frozen. Some is returned with huge commissions, some never comes back at all. When I talk about the digital cage, I'm not exaggerating. I mean the most basic parts of everyday life that stop working the moment your card stops working. You go to buy groceries, you can't pay. You try to take a bus, the ticket machine only accepts cards. You need to pay for electricity or water, the system requires online banking. You want to order something online, impossible. Even topping up your phone balance becomes a problem. So, what do you do in a situation like that? At first, everything freezes. Your plans stop mattering. Your goals lose shape. You step out of the race not because you're tired, but because the track disappears under your feet. But after the pause, something else begins. Life becomes slower, but also clearer. You start hearing your own thoughts again. The noise from big cities, the pressure to achieve, to complete, to run, fades away. You begin to rethink what you actually want. I used to teach JavaScript and I still do sometimes. I use AI every day now, not as a trend, but as a tool to stay independent. To build something that doesn't rely fully on banks, corporations, or digital permission. Right now, I don't have a perfect plan. I'm trying to find a decentralized, stable way to move through life. Something that doesn't collapse if one institution flips a switch. People often say that if you don't have a clear goal, you're lost. But for me, this period feels more like recalibration. When you stop sprinting, you finally understand whether you even wanted to run at all. A small town forces you to be honest with yourself. There's less noise, less distraction, more time with your thoughts. You walk more, you observe more. You actually feel what's happening inside you. Am I planning to leave again? Probably yes, but not to escape, to choose. I still want to live somewhere without digital chains, without the fear that your basic rights can disappear suddenly and without explanation. If your life doesn't look like the plan you imagined, you're not alone. Sometimes the system forces you off the main road, and sometimes that's the only way to find your own. Thank you for watching.